maybe take the last shot if they can. So here it goes, up high, over to the nest, and you know the rest.
What a save there by .com.
As a pass, 8 seconds, and in a hot second.
Mr. Napro coming away with it, sending it right back. Nice triangular passing and having the opportunity. Mr. Napro coming through.
It didn't take him long to get there. This team is fast.
And they're going to lose it again off that head button. You see how they recover. Absolutely incredible. Able to force Ignite to lose possession and then quickly reorient themselves and retrieve it. And then just Jaywalker sending a rocket.
They're pushing the bubble here, but no, he finds his teammate cutting in and does get saved though by Copenhagen. He's able to make that clear.
Yeah, Copen making it happen. As another clear is going to be just taken out though by the intercept, but Noah Steele flying through and flying hot on the shot. It's a 3-point goal for Copenhagen.
Oh my God! Setting that one in.
Rocket will come away with possession. I didn't even see that happen, so he's going to send it up to the ceiling, and they're going to have that angle, and they're going to have 3 points, so sealable bag, they're going to tie it up.
Oh, hello. Welcome to VRML. We're back here in the booth. I'm Palidore, joined by Palidore and Palidore, getting ready to start here with Schlart team versus There Is No Team, the pinnacles of team play, or no team play, whatever you want to say. We've got some teams coming in to reign supreme. So, Schlart team, led by Schlart, with the logo that says Schlart. I'm going to be saying a lot of Schlart, and I need to be very, very careful. But happy to get them their first cast here, as you apparently eye down some replays from that last game. Whoops-a-daisy. Nonetheless, these teams are just about in, waiting on one player, it looks like, but I will inform that they can begin. But yeah, heard some funny, friendly banter going on a little bit here in the chats, the in-game chat that is, in the comms. Indeed, we got a busy schedule with Schlart team versus There Is No Team first. Then we have ourselves Anomaly versus Ice, I believe, yes. And then we've got ourselves Frostbite and Spaghetti. So a lot of stuff on the way. These teams were kind of joking. Someone from Schlart team said, "We'll be sure to beat you in 2 rounds so Pally can get to the next game in a hurry." Of course, the response from Tint was, well, you can always lose in 2 rounds and get Pally on his way. So you know what? Either way, I'm still hoping for the 3-rounder. Always am. Fun to watch. But all right, we've got ourselves. Sorry, listening to these players in comms, they weren't quite sure if we're starting or not. And, oh, well, looks like we're not. Just as I press it, they rematch. So I did give them the go-ahead, but perhaps one of them not actually ready. So it's all right. You know what? This allows me time to actually clean out my replays so you can see the proper ones during the mid-round screen, which would be the much pro thing to do. That's what I am, after all, at least some of the time. So false alarm on that one. You know what? We'll roll it again just because we can. Boom! Fancy. All right. So welcome, everyone, there. We see Supreme Buns. We have Lulls are the best joining again. Mozzie in there. That might have been from the last one. I'm not sure. Nightfire as well. Either or. Coney Gamer. Supreme, I said you already, but I'll say you twice because I like Supreme things. Taco Supreme. Taco on Thursday. Over here, though, on this Saturday, it's going to be the first goal going for Schlart team.
Good hustle.
Good hustle indeed. Hustling and bustling down the floor to keep it busy and get those first couple points. Now see, wide peep, clap. I know I said that wrong. Anyways, hi. Welcome to the stream as well. Glad to have you. Very glad, in fact. Got prod in the chat. So, trying to prod, the goal is going to be Slow XP, or is it Sloxp? I wouldn't put it past them with the names on this orange team here. A lot of unique ones, but over here on that clear, it's going to bounce off the corner, be taken back by, well, apparently, almost going to say, almost Guy by him, his lonesome. Was still able to get the disc though back here for Schlart team. Nonetheless, a intercept, deep shot, rebound perhaps. No, not going to be good, but still back on the tap. It's Late Toast with the disc. So Late from the bottom, going off that backboard, but saved out by Schlart. Got the first few points, got the first save here for his team. Doing pretty good. But into the deep blue now. It's Late Toast with a disc and some piles forming. A lot of players kind of cluttered in the same general area as White Dragon takes it over. Looking for a cross play, hoping that the stat can get there, but the dive out here from Slow is gonna, actually be slapped out by Rad Nathan P. That's right. The Rad developers with the Rad shots. And they are Rad men. As you might have seen there with the pre-shows, the pre-show player cards and things like that. But yeah, for those maybe unfamiliar, I say this all the time. I'm sure people are familiar by now. But of course, we got the Ready at Dawn devs here between Nathan and White Dragon. Of course, last season we had David N on There Is No Team. Currently a league substitute, but never know. Maybe one day we'll see the return. Can only hope. And always fun to watch them play for sure. Now, off of that play, it'll be snagged out by Schlart. Schlart with the pass over, trying to reach the hands of a green pigeon. Eventually gets it and taps it out here to the midline. Now Aiden will have a little bit of time, and if he can get there first, might have himself a goal. So on the deep shot, oh, it will be good. Was looking iffy, but did it in a jiffy. That's 6 points for Schlart team. Nice hits, nice hits. See, Boss Money asking, or just saying, tell him Boss Money Ghost Hacker says hi. There you go. Boss Money Ghost Hacker says hi. Now hold on, am I mistaken? What's your player name, by the by? As a nice snag goes from Green Pigeon. Was it not Schlart? Am I confused here? I remember from Seal League someone was named that. I thought it was Schlart, though, renaming himself. So now I'm very confused. But whatever the case is, a big shot now from Slow XP and Fast XP on the start. They're back up here with another 3. Doing some work. Doing some work, making them hurt. That is a hot start for Schlart and Co. All right, so on this launch out, White Dragon, oh, has it stolen, and another big 3 coming out this time from the Orange crew. Wow, they are just coming out with fire, saying, okay, you know what, this is our stream debut. It's been 4 weeks. We're going to make the most out of this tonight. Get on stream and just let off a big stream of fire. And they continue to do it. I hope I'm saying Slow's name correctly here, because I'd be doing him a great injustice if I'm not, because definitely coming out really, really hot. So Late Toast, gonna be a little hot there off that stun, left in the dust, but maybe still has a chance at the rebound. Slapped out there by Aiden into the bottom pocket. Will be collected a few different players here for Tint, able to get the disc. And just pass the hands initially on that grab, and now going for the clear. So there's a stack, nice immediate boost coming in from Tint, but that said, oh, off the backboard rebound, Schlart right down in the middle, a la carte, 14-2. And a big lead being taken here in the first. Now, it bears mentioning, for there is no team, going back to prior history. Sometimes they take a little bit of time to warm up. It's not unusual for Tint. You know, they are a team that has, again and again, shown that they are very, very good at just coming back, being steady, being ready for those second and third rounds. So even though this is out of hand at the moment, there's a good snag there from Guy in the back line. It could change on the dime, whether in the next 4 minutes or the 10 minutes following that in the second round. So either way, it is not a done deal, but, you know, that shot not either. That's going to be rebounded here. A punch out actually coming from the two red crew. Just call them the blue man group, I guess, as well. But they're going to go on that stack, trying to contest this here in that back line. A very deep pass being handed here to Schlart, tapping off the cloud, if you can do such a thing. And Slow will roll, but no, it gets stolen from a White Dragon, saved rather. And back to their own waiting hands in the bubble, but just misgrab. Still will have some time, though, to collect it, and they do. We see Edgy McHairflip, that is a great name, cheering on a Schlart team. Well, you know what? Their cheers got them to miss. All your fault. But over here on the rebound will be taken by Rad Nathan. So Nathan getting it to Dragon. Dragon up the floor. Up here, back to Nathan, the two-man game. Going back and forth. You can see very efficient, very accurate, and controlled. Let's see if they can get the goal off of it. There's a cross. There's a dunk. Gotta love it. Schlart team unable to defend that beautiful two-man game. That just up the entire half court, and I can only imagine in the back line. The brawl work had to have been at work for Guygasm and Late Toast, because Nathan and White Dragon just had all day to walk that up the floor. That was beautiful. But all right, here comes the Green Pigeon. That Green Pigeon, still 3 minutes left, and he's going to wait to draw out the defense, stun them out. Exactly what you need to do, just denying that stack, and see, not being too antsy in terms of when you pass that disc off. You know, allow the stack to come to you, get yourself the goal as a result. Now it's going to be rebounded, slapped out by Guy. Guy to the sidewall, retained by Slow. Now Slow over to a pass, but cut off nicely here to the defense. Playing outside the bubble a bit. White Dragon will take it over, look for the clear. But it is just a lone Pigeon in the back lane, able to retain. And now Schlart up high. Oh, look at the bounce delivery to Aiden. Gorgeous plays. 4 days. And it's 16-4. Now favoring Schlart team. That was just a good recovery. They didn't waste any time. You saw Green Pigeon over here in the back line got the disc. And then once that initiating pass was out towards that bottom ramp, I mean, it was just go time. Wasted no time. They found themselves the goal with 2 minutes left on the clock here, first round. So taken here by Late Toast, trying to get themselves going again. There's some cutting players, but you can see the defense playing pretty well at the bow tie and at the nest, so really forcing a Late Toast into the back pass. So nice defense from Schlart team. A good offense here from Tint. And going for another offensive stint. Let's see. Backboard, but oh, just mishandled. Couldn't quite tap off in time. Maybe even losing the handles there a little bit, seemingly frozen over on the wall. But nonetheless, over to the clear. We'll be into the deep blue, and there goes orange for maybe a deep 2. It's 18-4. Schlart team. Again, coming out with some ferocity. I'm very impressed. Borderline surprise. Again, not to take anything away from Schlart team, but just knowing the established chemistry here and the players on Tint a lot more so. I'm surprised to see it be this big of a differential in the first round. So super impressive debut coming in from Schlart team in the first round. Question is, can they maintain this another 10 minutes? Because that's going to be the big difference maker. And oftentimes when you talk about experience between players and teams, you can see the experience play out over the course of, the 20, 30-minute matches. And that's usually where it goes to the veteran teams. So really, a Schlart team can kind of come in here and just maintain this heavy pace, heavy momentum, and this offensive pace. I mean, that will be one of the stronger debuts I think I've seen all season on a stream. So over here, though, we'll be taken now by Nathan. Nathan trying to sling it over to the side, being stunned out, though. That was Schlart, I believe, doing some good work. So we'll be taken back by Slow over to Green Pigeon with one more chance, maybe at a goal directly down the mid lane, but taken out by Nathan. Great save and the clear. And round 1 is out of here. It's 18-4. So really strong round. And again, this round debut on a stream for their team here. As we redirect ourselves to the score sheet. So yeah, let's see. It was a just big effort. I mean, no one stands out in particular as domineering, in terms of that offense. Just look at it. It's 5 points Aiden, 6 points Slow, 5 points Schlart, 2 points Green Pigeon. I mean, that's pretty nice distribution. Everyone getting involved in the offense. And yeah, just doing great work. Now over on the side of Tint, it was Nathan with 2 and White Dragon with 2, as well as 1 assist apiece. Couple saves apiece. Some steals, some stuns. So the Rad crew really pulling through with some big stat lines there. We have Guygasm with the two saves and 17 stuns. Late Toast with the 4 stuns. And yeah, I mean, defensively, you can see favoring Tint, despite the fact that, they were outscored there by a decent margin. I mean, the saves, the steals, the stuns, all going in favor of there is no team on blue side here. It's so it's just really a matter of the shots taken, the possession time and the assists, all that really favoring Schlart team here. Able to get more opportunities and convert off of them with just a endless barrage of shots, it would seem. And that's often the case, for these teams when they're coming in with a good defense, but giving up the second, third chances to the offensive teams. That's when you see these kinds of score totals happen, where it's like, okay, well, one team played some better defense and got their hands on the disco, a lot more with those steals, saves, and so on. But it's just those extra opportunities always hurt. Now we are currently briefly delayed. I mean, hopefully briefly. We do have one of the players here. Looks like Guygasm had restarted or crashed or is doing something of a sort. I'm not quite sure what. So a brief intermission being taken for the meantime. I'm not currently aware of what the exact reasoning was, but just to keep you guys in the loop, that's what's happening here. course, in the meantime, shout out to ProTube VR, VR Cover, Rebuff Reality, Fixed Gaming, and VRware. Because we are aware of how great our sponsors are here in VR Master League. Supporting the league, supporting the community, the players, giving some nice prizes and other opportunities. Always appreciative of them. Shout out as well, of course, to Oculus Venues, which it will be happening tomorrow and for the rest of the season, for that matter. Yeah, Oculus Venues every Sunday of the regular season, as we do get a guy returning for Tint, so hopefully starting here soon. But yeah, tune in tomorrow, every Sunday at 12 p.m. That's noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. UTC. So you should see what's going to unfold tomorrow. Got some great matches. And here, second round, about time to get underway. Supreme Buns saying, I want venue match. Well, you may just get it. I mean, teams will attempt. I think going into next week, we're going to attempt maybe a bit more efficient way of getting teams together, I figure. But yeah, we'll try and get people featured. Definitely, we'd want to prioritize for sure the highest level gameplay, the most hype matches, basically the matches we can see going to 3 rounds, overtimes, providing good highlight plays. That's what we're going for those condensed venues. It's just back to back to back, not necessarily starting on any particular time block where it's just, one match ends, boom, next match begins a few minutes later. And it worked out really nicely, I think, on the debut episode last week, where we had 3 different matches go to 3 rounds. We had 3 different overtimes among those matches. I mean, it's exciting times. So first 45 seconds expired here of the second round. Schlart team taking it by a good margin in the first, but a Tint. Here's the defense. Now the question is, will they be able to turn that into the offense? That's what they were lacking earlier on. Now a couple players for Tint piling on there to at least get the stun off, but over on the other side, surrounded by a couple players there, Schlart still able to get the clear. Now Guy with the disc, sending it right through, but it should be intercepted, it looks like here, by Slow. Slow XP, the reset. Just a few meters back to Schlart, and then right back to him. So there's that 2-man game. Working up the floor, trying to take the defense a little bit off balance, perhaps. Now they're trying to get back into the bubble and anchor potentially, but no, look at that, out of nowhere. White Dragon swooping in as if a shark from the deep blue below. But now losing the disc here off each other, so that's going to be unfortunate because this could be the open 3, but no, taken out by Late Toast. A little too slow on the shot there, maybe thinking they had a little more time, but time not on the side that time. At least it was for Tint, I guess, because, yeah, they got there nicely with that recovery boost. Did not give up on the play, which is always such an important thing. They still played on it here, and eventually the green pigeon, that green pigeon, won't be missing that time. 2 points after a couple minutes here in round 2. And Wide loving that over there in the chat. Supreme saying can provide highlights. I have no doubts. But yeah, generally, we'll see how the format goes over the course of time. But yeah, generally speaking, we are looking to prioritize highest tier matches possible, which is to say, we'll definitely, it won't be exclusively master by any stretch, but we kind of work our way down the list essentially and try to get that, get the hypest matches there for venues, especially considering all the expanded audience it'll be getting to. But I am sure for sure, as that shot is surely in for that green pigeon, that will definitely be getting some Supreme on Venue's stream at some point in this season. No doubts. No doubts. Tech Rex asking when I'm going to allow PamWow to commentate on OCE. Well, first, he already is. Well, will be soon. Signed, sealed, delivered. Don't you worry, good sir, of course. The application process, an ever important thing. So, on that shot here, going to ring off the post to be retained, and then back into the mid lane as the guy takes it away. But yes, we will be integrating a good handful of new casters in this coming week, by the by. People have been informed already. So don't you worry, holding steady as White Dragon has it snagged out here by Schlart. Back into the midfield, but bouncing right back into their own team's hands. There's another clear going out from Slow, and off it will go. So up here to that green pigeon, and nice grab, but needs to get it out of there. Nathan and Guy both doing some good work defensively with the grabs as well as the stuns and managing to get that through. Now, some more punches here. It's a much, much lower scoring second round. 18 points in round 1 for Schlart team. Only 4 points here in round 2 so far as we approach that halfway point. So they're, Tint doing a great job, but they do need to find that offense. That's the only thing that's lacking, as that one just goes right off that back of the barrier. Now another shot coming out here, and that one is going to ring true. No one able to get back in time this time. And that green pigeon having a very, very successful second round. That is to say, I want to say, yeah, all 7 points in round 2 for Schlart team has been in that green pigeon's hands. So that green, seeing red. Just absolutely dead accurate. All right, so Tint with a disc here. Nathan off the backboard, and 11 seconds into that joust. And there's a very efficient way to get their first couple points. Kind of breaking open that lid that was covering the rim for a little bit. And they'll be glad to see that happen. All right, so on the launch, it's going to be taken here by that green pigeon. Over to Schlart. Schlart from up high needs to evade the defenders, does so successfully, and getting stunned out in the process. All the meanwhile will be taken over here by Slow XP. And Slow needs to be careful with that defense approaching. Right back at him. There's the handoffs, the shot, little off. And now the short-range boost from that green pigeon getting the disc first. So Pigeon definitely feeling great here, as a nice assist now goes from him to Aiden. Schlart team pulling ahead here as we now go past that halfway point. 4 minutes left. This is, Schlart team as a whole doing great, but that green pigeon, his stamp has been on every single play in this round. Whether it's a point or whether it's an assist, his name is in there somewhere. So doing a great job. Now over to the bottom of the floor, right back at him with that defense, gonna get maybe another opportunity for Schlart team. We'll see. Taken here by Rad Nathan, and oh my goodness! Nathan with the huge shot, and that is amazing from 47 meters, slicing it through that barrier between the Geo. What a great shot that was. My goodness. That is one of the cleanest hits. Now, whether those kind of situations, you say, was that intended? Obviously the direction was intended. They knew where the goal was. They knew approximately where it needed to go. And yeah, that's just the slimmest margins you could possibly see. Heckin' TV saying, I support my connoisseur rank. I need connoisseurs here. Not sure what they are coming in on this one. Actually, connoisseur is definitely favoring there is no team a bit, but that's the beauty of these games we're seeing here in weeks 3 and 4, is that anything can happen because these teams, are really evening out now, and MMRs and ranks and things like that. You really can see the connoisseur get upset pretty regularly. It'll happen. That said, Tint is still absolutely in this, especially if they score here. That's a great grab from Schlartz right in the midfield. Look at that reflex, just able to get that. And even on the stacks here, you can see the teammates immediately going through, but the good stuns from Tint able to maybe get this back. Let's see. No, instead will be recovered by eventually Tint, slung into the back line, but there are 2 midfielders there just past the reaching hands as a lot of stuns go out. Now Guygasm with the disc. Now he's stunned out. Continuing to be chaotic over here in the tunnel. Even more so. Just 1,000,001 stuns. But all they need here is one shot, but Schlart getting stunned. So great defense being shown and an awful lot of brawling. Mid lane to bubble and then back again. That green pigeon, a nice inversion for the 2-point conversion. That's 11-5. And a very important goal for Team Schlart. That is Schlart team. Because now, whereas it was moments ago very comebackable, suddenly for Tint, it's looking slim. It's looking difficult. They're going to need to act very, very quickly here if they want to come back. So a minute 10 seconds. There's Late Toast crossing it over, and oh, the shot a little bit off and maybe rebounded. No, it's slow. Getting the slap out as the teammates here try and collect their stacks. So that Green Pigeon bouncing it. Kind of a self-pass, I do suppose. We'll just anchor off, look for a duck, go under, and then into the defender, but off the post. So had all the moves except the finish, unfortunately. Of course, that is the maybe single miss or single mistake we've seen from that Green Pigeon in this round, because otherwise definitely been hot. Just like the stack is, as that shot almost goes in off the clear. Interesting. But 30 seconds left, and it's looking like Schlart team about to take this away. Feeling good. Slow XP looking for a 3, but will be taken right back by White Dragon, and White Dragon getting stunned. Asking what happened. Over here, though, to the sidewall. Bouncing off back to Rad Nathan, and Nathan with a clear, or pass rather, to Late Toast. Late Toast with a potential shot, but going to be denied by the island and denied by the stun from Aiden. And now with time winding down in this round, it's going to be a sweep for Schlart team, coming in to upset the Connoisseurs and really show what they're capable of here for the first time on stream in Season 2. And definitely leaving spectators and casters alike kind of impressed with what they've done. So very nice series from them to close us out. And take a quick look at the scores as well. But yeah, so for Schlart team was that Green Pigeon. Again, all of his 11 points, or I'm fairly sure, at least most of them coming in that second round. Let me just be extra sure. Nope, got reset already. But had at least, I want to say 9. So I mean, Green Pigeon doing a lot of work offensively. 3 saves as well. You had Schlart with 5 points, 4 saves. You had 29 stuns for him. Slow XP with 6 points, couple of assists, couple saves. Aiden with 7 points, 1 assist, 15 stuns. So once more, Green Pigeon definitely had a great second round, but on the whole, just very nice effort from multiple players, all the players here on Schlart team in different aspects. For There Is No Team, it was Nathan leading with 7 points, a couple for White Dragon, and some assists between them as well as some saves and steals and stuns. Again, that's just a jam-packed, radical stat line from them. And Late Toast with a couple saves, 13 stuns. He had Guygasm with 2 saves and 40 stuns with a couple steals. So definitely some heavy-handedness from Guy. But yeah, the victory going the way of Schlart team. So with that said and with that done, we're gonna go to a intermission here briefly and redirect ourselves to the next match, which is to say Anomaly versus Ice, and that's going to be fun without a doubt. So all right, so yeah, we're gonna redirect to that match shortly, and join me on the other side. BRB. Alright, hello, welcome back. Told you it wouldn't be too long. We got ourselves reorganized, I think. Seemingly, so I thought we were ready to go, but now we got a couple restarts all of a sudden, so hopefully that doesn't delay things too much and get these players back in the game, because we got ourselves a good one about to start, I do believe, between Anomaly and Ice. It's going to be fun to watch. These two teams coming in, impressing so far in this Season 2. I wanted to say early Season 2, but really we're just about reaching the halfway point after this week, so yeah, mid-Season 2, I guess is more appropriate. Going by mighty quickly. You can see that 4-2 record there for Ice, the 5-1 record for Anomaly. Not to mention just the very nice logos. I'm a fan of both of these teams' logos. Gotta love how much pride people put into that, into their names and logos. Of course, none other than Schlart team with possibly the best logo in the game, as we just saw in the last match. So gotta hand it to them. But nonetheless, yes. Heckin' TV, that is correct. 10 weeks of regular season, a couple weeks of post-season finals, championships, whatnot. But yeah, couple weeks shorter of a season this time along, and see how that balance works out. Technical Rex says, pride in names and logo. My name was from a Google name generator. Yeah, I noticed that on your team page, but I didn't say all teams, just most teams. That said, Fizzy Chickens is still a pretty great name regardless, so, you know, it worked out. Just because it was randomly generated doesn't mean you have to take pride, or don't have to take pride. You should take great pride in Fizzy Chickens. Logo included, unless your logo was randomly generated too, but I don't think that was the case. Alright, so the teams all aligned here. They got their players in the proper place, it would seem. So that's always good news. Oh, and now they're back to the other side again. A little bit confused. Keep getting team switches here. There we go. I think we're good. All right. So set to start here. Anomaly over on the blue side, rolling with that roster of -0, Chocolate, Sweet Tooth, and Acorn. Over on the Ice side, it's Orange Team. It's Quotai, Jada Baker, Citizen, and Artie. Artie. Good to see Artie in the game. Good to see both these teams, for that matter, in the game. And good to get started as, here we go, first round underway. So let's get going, shall we? See, Whoosh also in the chat still there. Flaming Flamingo. Oh my. Nightfire as well, cheering on more games. We got, again, Heckin over there as well. So welcome to the chat, and welcome to the continuation of our very busy Saturday night live. Wasn't that funny? No. Over here, though, we'll be taking on the backboard, pinned out by Artie. Artie's going to clear that to the mid lane, but intercepted by -0. Now, Negative quickly hurling at the way of the bubble, but need to find the way of the Zen and see if they can be careful with the disc here, but Chocolate getting stunned. So taken right back now by Jada Baker. Jada Baker going for that very, very deep bouncer. Just going to go into the left lane here where it's taken by Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth tapping it back to -0. And -0 latching onto the barrier, finding a teammate, eyeing them with a scope, and trying to snipe that shot maybe. It's going to just bounce back, though, into the deep pocket here. As some more stuns go out. So a bounce shot attempt perhaps going for the boop, but no oop. Instead, it'll be rebounded by Citizen. So self-pass, whirling around, has a couple options, has it front, has it back, will instead get attacked by that stack. Stunned out and a tapped out. Nice pass there to Jada Baker, and the shot as well. Quotai, though, with a very, very nice gift wrap assist, just backing that back tap. Really kind of surprising to the defense, perhaps, able to get it to the perfect space and find the first 2 points. That was really, really nice. So on this rollout, it will be a -0. Having some time to work with here. Citizen approaching, but not overcommitting, or at least trying not to. All the meanwhile, committing hard on the defensive end, but still retained by Sweet Tooth. Backboard won't be in and will be stunned out at the second attempt. And now off the bottom, taken back here. So these teams kind of piling on each other. You can see that very zipper line, just series of stacks coming in back and forth between Chocolate and the rest of that Anomaly team. Really not giving breathing room whatsoever. I mean, at a moment's notice, speaking of breathing room, not being given either there for Artie, but Jadabeka retaining, now going over to Artie over in the corner. A couple goalkeepers looking for the cross, but well prepared, and they read that one like a book as Sweet Tooth looks for clear himself. Now, we'll get back to Citizen. Citizen with some options at mid as well as near Bowtie. You see Artie kind of trying to cut. And over on the other end, Citizen with a disc and kind of waiting for Jadabeka to take position at Bowtie so they can reset to him. As some more great positioning being shown by Ice, working it up the floor gradually, casually, and under control, or at least attempting. You can just see a lot of great passes here. Gets them the nice whirl around dunk. It's Artie from down below. And it's Ice holding Anomaly at 0. Yeah, Hecken pointing out the zoomies from Anomaly. Definitely some fast boys, that is for sure. But over here, -0. Rest assured that they want some goals here soon. Mighty soon. Considering the really fast and frantic pace, not actually a lot of points on the board quite yet. As the clear just jets to the bottom here by that red logo. Being stunned out now. Acorn, Jadabeka, and Citizen latching on for a clear and for a boost. Not really getting the regrabs at first, but on this next attempt, look at that. Zooming by once again. So it's Artie, another attempt. Hesitates just briefly. Freezes up the defense for that goal. 6 points. And Artie coming alive here in this first round to open it up. All right, so Anomaly launch now, -0, trying to go for that pass over to the tunnel, but getting rid of it a little bit forced perhaps, so just that pressure keeping Anomaly on their toes and Ice trying to take advantage of it. A very, very hot pass will still reach the hands of Sweet Tooth, able to corral it, setting a deep one. Now there is a goalkeeper-ish back in the area, that bubble, and Kotai there with the recovery, the clear, the boost. But back to the awaiting mitts of Chocolate. Choco mitts. As they go here and try not to miss on this attempt. Acorn trying to get his team on the board will reset instead and try and find that patient play, evading that stack as they can, but kind of splitting apart on that pass. So we'll just reach the hands. Actually, never mind. Look at that great grab from Sweet Tooth. Wow. A great intercept, and then with the backwards momentum, still able to get the goal. Look at this. My only regret is I didn't have a better angle, but that was just a very nice shot from Sweet Tooth off of that steal. Great, great shot. So Jadabeka going to clear that through, and it's going to take a bounce back to the slap and back to the mid. Now there's Jadabeka with the disc. See the defense trying to place up here near that bubble and try and pressure here, but as always, it's a balance of not pressuring but not getting caught out. Now that said, getting caught out, but luckily a recovery by -0. Was a decent numbers opportunity for Ice inside that goal, just couldn't convert on it. So instead, we're taken here now by Anomaly, a narrow ding. Sweet Tooth grabbing that disc, and just missing. That would have made it a 1-point game, but unable to convert, so right back to Ice and back to Citizen as it floats back to the mid lane once again. So off the bounce, Kotai trying to read it, always kind of tough when it bounces near that backboard area. You're not quite sure all the time exactly where it might go. Now, off the take back, Jadabeka looking for a clear, looking for the boost. The regrab, however, missed by Ice. And a very nice regrab. Actually, look at the leeches from both Sweet Tooth and Citizen. Get some back-to-back leeches on each other to keep that mobility up. So just showing the fantastic reflexes there. And the awareness, the concentration not to just let these teams get those free boosts, those free taxi rides to the opposite side of the floor. There's Sweet Tooth with the disc, having it stolen by Artie. So Artie looking up high, but it's going to be an intercept now by Chocolate, redirecting with an anchor, and the anchor clear at that. But again, some regrabs being missed will allow time for Ice to take it back. So a lot of clears and a lot of boosts, but the regrabs now kind of being missed from both teams at the moment, getting a little bit frazzled and kind of stranded a little bit too long. That said, finally on a good recovery from Sweet Tooth. Now it is indeed the 1-point game. Anomaly bringing it back here with 3 minutes to spare still. A quick shout out to Mama Verge as well, our governing moderator of VRML, one of our governing mods, and also a longtime Onward mod, stopping by in the chat, saying hi. And hello, hello. See links in the chat as well. Links Twitch as, oh, look at the shot there. In a sitch. Is that a word? I think so. I learned it on Kim Possible. Anyway, good shot there to take a lead from for Anomaly now, and that is big for them. Building some steam going into the final 2 minutes of round 1. Gotta love it. Just the constant ebbs and flows. So here we go. Look at that speed coming in defensively on that stack. It's going to result here, though, in the pass going to Quotai, and Quotai pass a little too high. But they're going to get that back still. So needs to be careful. That long-range pass, pretty risky. Still got through, but just barely. Looking for that crossover, maybe bouncing it over. Nice delivery there. Artie, the very well-aware player, just on the reset. Trying to be patient, recognizing here they have 2 minutes. They don't need a 3 or anything like that, but they do need a efficient score. You know, they can't rush it. Right there, perfect. RT, the artillery RT coming in with a tie. I really like that play from Ice. They recognized it was getting a bit frantic, getting a bit tough. So what did they do? Well, Artie, he reset over to Jada Baker, and they waited, and they waited, and they waited. And all that waiting got them a very nice high percentage opportunity. So that's exactly how you want to see it done. So tied up game, 90 seconds remaining. A little bit less, in fact, as that bounce just goes past the goal. Rebounded here, slapped down by, or into Chocolate's hands, eventually off that bounce. So Chocolate from up high, and kind of the same thing. Like, these teams just mirroring each other now, recognizing, okay, we got to make a smart play, and they do. The offense from both of these teams looking mighty, mighty concentrated and collected. I really like the slow play in these situations. You saw it from Ice, then we saw it here from Anomaly. So 50 seconds left. Ice has to do it again. And they just may yet. We'll see. Heckin saying Jada Baker is pronounced J-T-A Baker. That's not what I was told. I don't even know anymore. Over here to -0, needs to be careful. The defense causing a turnover here and losing out the disc, and this might be enough. I mean, if Anomaly just runs out the clock for the next few seconds, this could be it. They do need to get a clear at least and just try and work it past the other side of the floor. And now maybe with a, well, let's see, shots. Couldn't quite convert on it, but doesn't even matter at this point. Let's see, that bounce going to find the waiting hands of Chocolate. And Chocolate, one more pass over to negative, and off the head of Jay. And that will indeed be the Ice for round 1. But that was a great round from both of these teams. Only the 4-point victory coming the way of Anomaly, though. So, mighty close, mighty close. And hoping for more of that, as always, going into the next round. Wu Sheng, it's JT Baka? See, everyone tells me different things. How am I supposed to trust? That said, I'm fairly sure, I'm not 100% positive, but I'm fairly sure I was in a VC once with Jay in Scrim Organizer, and I asked him, I'm pretty sure he confirmed it's Jay DeBeka. I mean, unless he was just lying to me. It was a long time ago, so I could be wrong, but I'm like 90% sure I asked him myself in VC, and he said it was Jay DeBeka. So if he was lying, well, dang. Try my best to get the names right. It always upsets me when I don't. Gotta put respect on the name of every player as possible, anyway. And no, Acorn didn't crash. He did leave, so maybe just restarting. But he is back now, so we're good to start the second round. I'm happy to say, no delay. Hopefully I didn't just commentators curse it by saying that. All right, so round 2. Here we go. Joust won initially by Anomaly, and they will indeed take control. Looking for that distribution, taking the defense off balance with a nice crossover. Back and forth. Look at that passing from Anomaly. Not an anomaly at all. That is just normal for them. Especially in this match, we're seeing just these great passes coming through. It's great. First 2 points in 12 seconds flat into that first neutral joust. So very well done on their behalf. All right, so Jay Tabaka with the disc launching, or I don't know, Jay Tabaka, Jay Tabaka, Jay Tabaka, Take Maka. He's gonna go for a shot now here. Chocolate that is, and over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth checking behind, finds the time, the nice pass, and the stun at that. Sweet Tooth. Gotta love the high actions per minute being counted essentially, because Sweet Tooth caught the disc off the pass, checked behind, checked in front, dished off the pass, and got the stun on the goalie. So Acorn converting, but Sweet Tooth just a heavy hand on everything that went on, basically in that play there. Those just a few short seconds and like 4 different things that he did well. So gotta hand it to him. Now Jay Tabaka trying to hand it back to the tunnel here to Artie. Artie having a pretty good first round, especially those opening several minutes there. But Anomaly is starting to really build some steam, build that momentum. Now in the midline, Jay with the disc and going for that cross pass over to the pack. Look at the stack, however, Chocolate in no time flat, just able to get the steal because of that speed. But that said, Jay Tabaka bringing it right back and looking for a very, very deep one that just bounces off a couple of the walls and back to the awaiting hands of Citizen. Citizen, some options, takes a direct route instead. Anchoring down for a goal, 8 meters out. That's 2 points now for Ice. Yeah, tough on the 8 meter 2. Ah, yes. Ah, yes, indeed. Does happen, though. Every now and then you'll see 8 meter 2s or 7 meter 3s even. Works funny like that sometimes. But Artie, with a disc now, going to be patient with it, waiting for the teams to space out a bit. And waiting more precisely for the stack breaker. You can see Citizen just anchoring onto a couple Anomaly players, trying to deny them for just a little bit, but unfortunately the bad bounce here off that pass may just undo all that goodwill, but instead Kotai now good position, finds a pass over there to the tunnel, and now Anomaly just retreating as the space out occurs from Ice. Some good denial defense here being played. You can see Chocolate really pressuring well, but looking for a good pass to Citizen, anchoring off and gets it in, ties it up here once again. 4 apiece for Anomaly and Ice. So 6:37 remaining in the second round. -0 launching, rolling out here to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth, the direct pass over to Chocolate. Chocolate with the nice cross. No time wasted again. 6-4 favoring Anomaly. But the passing that you're seeing from these teams and the execution, it's been really, really strong on both sides here. Especially anytime we get near that bubble. We're seeing some high precision execution. Love to see it. Oh, don't love to see that. Not if you're Ice. Not nice. It's going to be a shot from Sweet Tooth. That is the dangers in a nutshell facing off against these Anomaly players. It's bound to happen, and it did just there. So for Ice, they're down the 1 round already. Need to be careful here to just maintain control and recognize that they have a lot of time. Can't let that get to their heads too much, because if we see that execution we saw earlier on, Ice will be just fine. Just fine indeed. So here we go, Ice with the disc, looking for that pass. And now they very, very deep shot. Oh, working it through with the heavy artillery. Brings it back. And 2-point game just like that. Oh, the speed now. The speed coming in from Anomaly was ridiculous. So many players. Look at that. All retreating into the goal. I mean, that was so close. The window, so narrow. But Artie doing great work to hit with that just barrage from that back line. So 2-point game, 4:50 left on the clock. Second round, and Acorn Looking to maybe throw it down to the cross pass. Nope, going to be lost off the pole. So off the wall now. -0 at the bow tie, but cut off very well by Artie. So Artie showing the defense as well. Still, though, Acorn retaining it. Doesn't really have too many options at first, but I take it back because Chocolate. I was going to say, at first in that spacing, they didn't really have anyone at nest or barrier, but still held onto the disc just long enough to actually allow the teammates their time. You can see right there, just enough time to cut. So even though they didn't have the exact anchors they wanted, still played that very nicely on that possession, able to find the disc. So 7-11, favoring Anomaly now. 4 minutes left as Ice rolls out on the offense. So Quotai, bounce pass, bit too strong, bouncing down low, looking to be retained here by Anomaly. They have the back pass option. They'll go to it successfully there. And -0 looking for a clear, unable to do so. 3:43 now. A deep shot and missed opportunity there. Missed assignment, rather, on the goal. So leaving it exposed, and it's a 1-point game right again. Quotai trying to turn the tide and bring them into a victory. Force that round 3 if possible. These two teams, man. Been fun. Been really back and forth. In the first round, definitely. In the second round, especially. And now a passing play going to Chocolate and getting stunned. So Citizen takes the disc over and just checking behind. That's the problem with Anomalies. The fact that you almost always have to be looking above and below and behind, and you really got to rely on those comms. Otherwise, that speed will take you so off guard. Is on guard off the head. It's going to be taken now here by Sweet Tooth instead. That was almost a gorgeous passing play again, but just an unfortunate ending there. Still, though, Ice will take an anchor and 3. Was it even an anchor? I'm not sure, but 3-point it was. 18 meters a second. So go figure, that first beautiful passing play didn't result in the points. But now they come out ahead with an extra point, the 3 points instead. So you know what? Ice will gladly take that, and they have gladly taken the lead. 2-point lead here, 2 minutes remaining. So highly entertaining match here thus far as we get a crash from Ice. That's going to be very tough. The last possible time that you want to see is a nice save goes from negative. You know, Acorn getting the disc, and that was very important on that save because now they might have an opportunity to collapse here on this outnumbered defense and maybe get them some points. I think trying to get some re-invites there. We can see Citizen in that tunnel. So playing this pretty well, all things considered. But now, that being said, the goal is exposed and not converted on the first opportunity. The second one, though, will not be had either. Back now into the wedge, unable to capitalize here on this outnumbered situation. Anomaly with a numbers advantage. See if they can do it here before their Ice player gets back. It's going to be down, delivered here to a nice anchor 2 from Sweet Tooth. And ties it up. Yet again, about a minute left. Minute 15, and this is the exact same position we found ourselves in that first round, in that final minute, where it was just tie after tie, goal for goal, until those last seconds. So, been fun. But all right, we're gonna hope here that Ice gets their player back in a jiffy. Got 5 minutes there on the timeout. And yeah, we shall see. We shall see. All right, sorry about that. Just quick drink. You know how it is. Of my favorite carbonated beverage. Still non-sponsored, but eventually I will be. We'll see. But oh, there we go. All right, so we got the player back, it would seem. Players discussing perhaps the times or what have you.
Yeah. And both of our teammates crashed at the exact same time. Yeah, already we're fending for ourselves in the last play.
Some tennis being played I didn't even recognize.
If I do say so myself.
Lovely. Acorn with the serve here on Trennis. It goes right past the awaiting hands, and that's going to be point advantage going to Chocolate. on that one. So let's see what they do here on the serve. Bunch of nothing. Let's see. Going back down to the bottom of the ramp. I mean, all 4 players are back in the game, but we're going to go back to Trennis here as Chocolate goes for that tap. A -0, the interference. That is going to be a ban from the stadium here. Now directly delivered now. Chocolate, the return serve, hitting the corners nicely, ping-ponging a little bit, and Chocolate returns it once again. This is some intense gameplay from these Trennis champions, trying to show that they've still got what it takes, but oh, a very, very tough bounce there from Chocolate.
Ready up when you're ready.
So yes, we do have another match coming up as well at the top of the hour, which is to say scheduled to start in 3 minutes, so depending, might be slightly late here. Just depending on how this goes, because at the top of the hour we have Frostbite facing off against Spaghetti. So assuming that those teams are waiting for us, if this does go to a third round, we'll of course go and stream that, no problem. Be happy to. And let's see, hoping the disc is in the right place, and yeah, it looks like we're good. All right. Lovely. All right. See National Agency also in the chat now. Welcome to it, and here we go. So, turn that timer off, and now we got ourselves 1 minute left on the clock. 1 minute, 6 seconds here. And let's see what happens. I mean, ideally for Ice, they're not iced off of that crash. Taking maybe a little bit of the rhythm away. Now going for that back pass, gently on over to -0. So very nice awareness there to make that happen and not get any kind of self-goal or anything like that. There's the very, very, very fast boosted players and the very, very opportune goal. That's Chocolate, the 3-point hit. And could this be it for Ice? Let's see, they have 35 seconds to spare. We've already seen a couple anchor shots being taken for 3 attempts by Ice, so it's not something that they're strangers to. And with this amount of time left, they're going to have to go for it if they want to see that OT. They want to see that chance at that round 3. So very, very deep delivery here. They've still got 19 seconds. Needs to just make some good clock management. Go for those anchor plays, but oh, just maybe rushing a little bit. So couldn't wait for the teammates there, and now going to be taken out, and the clear, if it goes through, is going to be super dangerous. But taking it back as Citizen. 5 seconds left. Need to act quickly, and now just need to go for a Hail Mary, but no, it is taken out of there by Sweet Tooth, and that is going to be the round and the match. So 16-13. Right down to the wire, and that was a very, very, very narrow finish. But Anomaly will be happy to just take that one away in the sweep. We'll take a quick look at the stats. Can't dally too long though, as I do need to switch up my stuff and get into the next match here in just a moment. But can take that quick look, and a great game by Sweet Tooth with 10 points, 8 for Chocolate, 8 for Acorn, -0 with 2 assists and 3 saves. Over on Ice's side, it was a Citizen with 7 points, 1 assist, 2 saves. Sorry, my eyes are bad. 2 points, 3 assists, and 21 stuns for Jada Baker. Kotai, 3 points, 1 assist, and Artie with an impressive effort as well. 9 points, 2 assists, 33 stuns. So close game. Shame it couldn't go to 3 rounds, but it was entertaining. Came down to the last minute of both rounds 1 and 2, and that's, from an entertainment perspective, it's what you like to see. But now we're going to switch perspectives, so bear with me for a few moments, and we'll have next Spaghetti versus Frostbite. So stay tuned. Oh, hi. I was totally wrong, by the way, so... Spaghetti and Frostbite is in an hour. Shows what I know. But we do have ourselves a match still, regardless. It's going to be, look at that, the return of Schlart team versus Reboot this time. So my bad. Join me around the corner. All right, welcome back again and again, my Twitch friends. We've got some more matches about to start here. Again, Schlart team making their debut day today, tonight. Finally getting on stream and impressing earlier on versus Tint. There is no team on that 2-round sweep. Can they do it again here versus Reboot? Is the question. Reboot having themselves a quite successful season thus far, 6-1 on the record. Schlart team here. 5-3, may very well be 6-3 after that victory just an hour or so ago. But either way, great to have these teams back on stream. Great to be back to casting this weekend. Didn't get to have a ton of matches earlier in the week. Casted just personally. I didn't get to do as many as I would normally like to, but glad to be getting back into it here for these streams and seeing what these teams provide. So far, it's been just a night full of entertainment, which is what we can come to expect oftentimes here, for sure. Yeah, appreciative to everyone who's joined us so far throughout the night. And throughout the streams, throughout the day as well. We had several European matches earlier on being streamed by Swift. I managed to just squeeze one in there towards the end. Alpha versus Omega, fittingly. But yeah, had a lot of matches in the morning / afternoon. And now getting into the thick of things here in the evening. And ready to start off with the return of Schlart team. And Reboot here trying to contest. So, off the first neutral joust, it's going to be taken here by Slow XP with a very deep heave trying to reach Schlart's hands. For those who maybe didn't see it a little while ago, Schlart team came out and impressed quite a bit. Needless to say, against There Is No Team. They had a sweep, and it was a pretty good one at that. For a team that I have not seen operate this season. I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but they definitely just showed why they're in that gold division, why they're continuing to climb here with some nice games, and why they want to make their name known. Why they well, I mean, they already partially did, at least for me, because now I'm just expecting some not the dings ideally, but I'm expecting some great things just based on what I saw an hour ago when Schlart team played. For Reboot, of course, a bit more known commodities here in terms of coming back from last season and from preseason as well. Some little roster changes here and there, of course, but nonetheless, the players, all players we know. B-Love is hopping in there as I'm fairly sure, sub tonight as well, so that could be a factor. And right now, well, there he is, right on cue. Not the X factor, the B factor. And that shot B in for the 3. 3 love. I got a million of them. I shouldn't waste them all on one single play call now, should I? Anyway, 3 points on the board here for Reboot. do it to him, saying, yeah, I had to sit out, sorry. Well, it's okay. You sit out so B-Love could stand out. Stand up. I don't know. Shoot this one, though, and maybe another goal. No. Almost a rebound as well. B-Love definitely, at this point, suffice to say, he's a journeyman right here. As journeying in is Slow XP's shot for 3. But yeah, B-Love, just a super experienced player. He's been on a lot of teams, whether as a rostered member or as a substitute. I mean, one of the most solid subs, or again, rostered players you can have on a team. It doesn't really matter what the situation is. B-Love's the guy who can step in and just do some good work on any roster. He can. He's a player that really can slot in nicely. You know, not dominating a particular, role. Like, he's not going to step in and just command control and just mess up a team's chemistry. He'll slot right in and he'll fit whatever role that you need him to fit, which is why I think you see him on different teams and subbing frequently when there's opportunities, just because he really is that type of player. Now, Green Pigeon trying to get the clear there. Now, Green Pigeon had a fantastic match against There's No Team, especially the second round about an hour ago. It's going to be very, very dangerous. Yeah, that Green Pigeon had something like 11 points, I think, in the second round alone. And really showed some very good offensive potential. Over here, Schlart receiving a nice little pass and then immediately over to Slow XP. So trying to speed it up, though, for the goal. And there's another couple points. Nice assisting, though, and even some hockey assists along the way from Schlart team to make that a reality. Very well done. See Pam Wow also in the chat saying, yo, Palidore, how you doing? Doing well, thank you. How are you? And also, hello to Swirl, my favorite squirrel friend. Over here to Boosty. And that is one Boosty boy going for a delusional goal. It's tied up, 5 apiece. Nice team play now on both ends. But just good cuts, good cuts. And we got Not Nips with the subscription. Tier 1, 4 months. Thank you so much. In the clutch. Appreciate that a lot. Over here will be Schlartz looking for the pass. Recognizing a player there, a couple players down for his team. And the goal left wide open. So miscommunication perhaps. And taking full advantage on that punish. Slow with the goal. Swirl saying Delusion is Bay as well as do it to him. Yeah, Delusion, definitely. Great to see Delusion playing the game. Once again, been around for a long time. One of those original players way back in the day, and awesome to see him come back into Echo Arena as, well, look at that. His team coming back in with a 3. It's B. And I love it. Thunder saying, I simp Schlart. That was almost difficult to say. How much simp would a simp Schlart if a simp Schlart should Schlart simp? Don't know why I even tried that. Over there, though, there's Schlart with a disc and going to work it up the floor. Oh, fortunately, B-Love wasn't turned around on that. I think B-Love actually losing a hand even for a moment. But nonetheless, slow with the disc and trying to find the angles. You can see the positioning here, kind of a triangle forming above and below as they go for the goal. There's Schlart dinging it, finding it, ringing it, but not getting the 2-point hit. It's just a lot of opportunities missed there, and especially on those ones, you're going to wish you could take them back, definitely. Don't want to be one of those things where it comes down to the wire and you feel like, man, if I just made that dunk earlier. Now, that said, not a knock on Schlart at all, because we've all dinged dunks before. I know I have. Actually, I don't know if you call it an air ball, but I've blatantly missed a wide open dunk before, not even hit rim. Don't ask how it happened, but I assure you it did happen at one point, once upon a time. Delusion here, going to get the grab, going for a very deep shot, looking for the boost as well. So very nice work coming in. And that is a hot shot from Boosty and Delusion. I like what they did there. They did not give up on the play. You know, the shot there from Boosty, I think it was Boosty, maybe it was Delusion, but either way, the point is, once that disc left their hands, they didn't just sit there watching the disc, you know, for several seconds. They threw it, and then they turned around, they looked for their boost, just in case it missed. And that's what teams and experienced players will do, you know, recognizing that you always got to be moving, you always have to be doing something useful, moving with a purpose. Right now, just trying to, hurt them with another anchor shot there, this time, Delusion. Another 8-meter 2 at that. Saw that happen in that last match, Ice and Anomaly. But Delusion able to anchor down and definitely being an anchor on his team here. 13-8, favoring Reboot. So as a Schlart team rolls in, going for a very deep pass into that 2-point area. B-Love will retain it, however, and send it right above to the Cloud. Delusion has it snagged out, taken off guard by that green Pigeon. Pigeon trying to evade that defense from right up above as it slow distributes now to that opposite side. So back out here and indeed playing it a little bit more slowly, which will be to their benefit, I think. And look for some good-looking goals, high percentage shots. Oh, looking for the drive, but just missing. Now the putback is still good, so 2 minutes left. 3-point match. Still in the hands of either team to take this away. For Reboot, just want some disc control and do not want to concede any 3-pointers if possible. Got to make really sure that they get back to the goal if they do turn it over. You know, look for those stacks fast that I mentioned. Anytime they don't have the disc, make sure that they're staying nimble, staying mobile, because with that turnover, it could be dangerous if it goes off that corner. And we'll slide past and back to the hands of Dipman. See, Oliver ending also in the chats. Welcome to the channel and the match. Good to have you. Now 1:19 left in this first round here. It's going to be slow XP with a slap through into the tunnel. There's B-Love subbing in and doing a very, very nice job thus far. Some close quarter situations they're going to need to try and find a reset if they can, and they do, maybe a little bit strong, so we'll take an extra second to collect a disc here as Schlart will contest that. Almost gets a nab, but just gets a punch instead. All the meanwhile, Boosty pulling away, and now if they do push on this, it might have themselves a advantage. The defense off balance, a good dive from Pigeon, but just a little bit loose. So Delusion, in all the confusion, will put it in to the goal to buy themselves a 5-point advantage, which is super important in this last 30 seconds now. Looking good for the round. So time winding down, not any longer on the side of Team Schlart. Reboot feeling pretty good here. But still looking for at least one more goal to make it a little bit closer on the margins. There's a great handoff pass and the 3-point shot as well. So Green Pigeon, that Green Pigeon, a very nice hit to end this round. Won't get them the win, but it will at least get them a little bit closer there when you look at that score differential later, and you know they'll be feeling hopefully at least a little bit better going to this next one. But very, very, very close first round. All right, so I'll direct you to the score screen. Pardon me, I'm going to be somewhat silent here for a little bit because I've been talking a very long time on this stream, and it kind of hurts. So enjoy the highlights. All right, I'm back. Did you miss me? will be taken here now. Slow XP, first goal, almost going the way here of Schlart, and hey, it will after all. So good neutral joust. Sorry, I know that my return into commentary was like super sudden. I spent that whole 60 seconds just enjoying calmness and enjoying a drink of my favorite non-sponsored carbonated beverage. Over here, though, Dipman rolling out for a reboot, taking that first round. Looking for a zipper of a pass, but going to be cut off very well by that green pigeon on the positioning there. Just diving out on the defense, kind of baiting that long pass, and right into the hands of that green pigeon. Let those pigeons loose. It's green pigeon the deuce, and it's 4 points. Starting it off here for Schlart team. Showing that they are a team to be reckoned with. That wasn't already made clear in their last match an hour or so ago. So Dipman with the disc and rolling out here, but look at this nice speed coming in. Slow XP, a bit far on the shot. Maybe not. It's almost going to bounce off that corner. Always makes you clench up a little bit, just wondering if that's going to go in. That said, B-Love with the disc and has his teammates just spreading the floor. They got some options there. We'll back it out. Oh, but that bounce just hit the one thing that it should not have hit. That pole, so will, as a result, be the turnover. Green Pigeon looking for a pass. A very clever maneuvering and for the backboarded shots, but rolling outside. And then back to the top wedge. So Delusion sending it through and trying to deny the brawls with some good shields. Now back out here to the awaiting mitts of Boosty, but Boosty is going to be knocked. And now taking it back is Schlart. So Schlart with the disc and going right down below to Delusion. Delusion over here at the Pac-Man. It's kind of been stuck here in this area for a little bit, but finally getting that clear. And as it does go into the goal area, they do have an awaiting defender. That is Aiden with the disc. Now, a big intercept. The shot missed, but the rebound not. And there's 2 points going Boosty's way. Sure, if they could do that all over again, they'd much prefer the 3, but still, 2 is going to buy them some points just the same. And why not? So good look here for a reboot. So that green pigeon now on this rollout. Reaching Schlart. Green Pigeon trying to evade Delusion. And back to the bottom pocket here. Schlart will take it away. Has a couple players in the way. And B-Love, big grab. So B-Love from down below has Delusion on the cross. Nice job to catch the defense off. But on the second attempt, still off as well. A lot of rebounds coming in, but no results yet on the offense. So Slow XP will get that through right before the stuns go out. And now just a battle once more for the boost. So Delusion is there first, gets it over there to Boosty. Boosty trying to find that angle and ducks right through. Some clever maneuvering, but even better defense from that green pigeon. And look at that, the immediate stack as well. Like I said, wasting no time once that disc is gone. That's what you want to do on any team, as any player. If you don't have that possession of that disc, you should be doing something useful, as a Delusion has it saved there by Slow. Nice grab and slap out. So Dipman with this disc, gonna slide it over to Boosty, but Boosty being stunned out by Slow XP pretty well. Gonna hang into the mid lane. And apologies, I'm kind of slowing down on the casting, but I'm kind of feeling it, to be honest. For the first time all season, I'm feeling, even though I haven't casted much this week, I'm feeling the strain. Feeling the strain. I guess even my iron cords have their limits. But Aiden with a disc here. I'll try my best. Aiden will go off that side wall, be taken here by B-Love. And B-Love looking for the connection with Boosty, so they're going for the deep shot. Will it be in? Very close, and it is indeed. Making the most of it is B-Love. Making me shout as well, which is not all that conducive to the voice, but that's okay. That was hot. I wasn't even sure that was in. 45 meters deep. It looked like it was just going to take maybe a ding after that backboard bounce, but no. Totally wrong. That was a great shot from deep. And B-Love, yeah, showing exactly why complimented him earlier on, stepping in as a substitute, you know, just showing that that's what he can get done on a very, very regular basis. So that being said, we'll be taken back here, a little bit back and forth on the plays, actually. But eventually reaching the hands of Slow XP, and looks like they'll have an angle now as Aiden gets the pass. Very nice, in fact, but a good grab from Delusion. Delusion from up above now, or B-Love rather, from up above, looking for that pass to Dipman, evading the post this time, as they do go for the clear in the mid lane. Now some overshoots, but still getting the disc back. And now these stacks. So Pigeon with a disc, and trying to just get it barely through there, that tunnel, a few defenders in the way. It's going to bounce high, and then bounce to the right tier as it's right on the grab for Delusion. Delusion looking to the left lane clear, gets it through. It seems, yeah, just barely eking it by the defender. And all the meanwhile, the stacks coming in, and Pigeon kind of getting rid of it in a hurry. Might have had some time, so didn't get the comms there. And instead, it will be Reboot as a result with the open goal, but couldn't convert on that one. Increasing their lead, could have, still might, and they still do, showing their offensive might. It's Boosty. Okay, so with that said, 7 points favoring here the side of Reboot. And launching out here is going to be Green Pigeon. See if they can kind of answer back here with a quick launch out. We've seen some of this a few times from them, but a little bit mishandling on the pass. We'll just go back to the midfield. And now Boosty having it lost there by the good stun from Slow. So Slow XP going up high, finding Schlart, and over to the left shoulder, right through the goal. Aiden, nice score off of some efficient passing. Didn't take very long at all. 25 seconds into that joust.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're on.
All right, so a million stuns going off here in the midline and beyond. We'll buy some time, though, for Reboot to work it up, but still being stunned instead by Slow. Slow getting rid of that one, and there's the boost again. So gotta give constant compliments, really, to the boosting from Schlart team. You can see they're really wasting no time. Look at that, just redirecting back and forth. I mean, they covered so much ground in a short amount of time. Continuing to do so now. Look at that. That is just some gorgeous stacking coming in. And what is it going to get them? The walk-in dunk. Make no mistake, that was all the stacks. Credit for that goal. Just end to end. They went absolutely everywhere in the arena in the span of 10 seconds or so. Pretty ridiculous. Although meanwhile, Boosty here with the grab on the disc, Dipman that is, and looking for a pass, but will miss, taking a bad bounce, and there's a stack immediately. Schlart, though, losing it off that bottom. Still, though, on the top, hitting that perfect slot corner, and now it's a 11-point game, 11 to 7 point, that is. And that's a nice hit from Slow XP, showing the very fast reflexes over and over, and that's an important shot here to maybe force a third round. We'll see. See Pamwell complimenting their Reboot name. Indeed, the name, the mentality. Right now, just trying to get it together and score again. They have some time to come back and close this off. Boosty with the disc and going to duck through. Of course, Boosty, also a well-known streamer here in the community, Echo Arena community. Give him his shout-outs on stream constantly. You have Dipman, the kind of champion of sorts of a lot of these kind of community tournaments that have been ran between the rookie cup. He coached the winning team, and his team won that Seal Cup, that's Seal tournament from the between seasons of VRML. So got a lot of known commodities here in Reboot, as that shot will actually just go the way of Aiden. Aiden will clear it out, but yeah, you can see it there. Time is going to be out. It's going to be a third round between these two teams. So 11 to 7, and that's a very, very nice stabilizing round for Schlart team, showing that they weren't discouraged at all by that narrow first round loss. So, well done. And as per last time between rounds, I'm going to go on 60-second voice rest. So, have fun. Look at the stats.
Starting in 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
All right, I'm like a new door, I guess. Third round underway, and excited to see where this one does go. It's been competitive, as we always hope and quite frankly expect these days. But on the first joust, let's see if they can get themselves at 3. Oh, took a tough angle. Might have had maybe a half a second more to wind that up, but still be a nice rebound and a pass up high. Couldn't convert on a shot. Third attempt now. Boosty Boy here for a reboot. Doing, we'll see if they can do exactly what PamWow said in the chat, which is to say reboot and restart, reset their mentality. But a nice dive there from Schlart team. Was able to get it back, at least temporarily, as it does go back here into the bubble. So we'll be taken now by Slow and Slow XP. The pass over to Pigeon. Pigeon slapping it through to the mid lane. And then up here to Boosty. Boosty, the deep shot attempt perhaps. Always difficult to say. I should just use the phrase throw as they go for the goal. Dipman gets it in. First couple points. But yeah, it's kind of hard to say these days. Anytime it goes in those directions. Is it a pass? Is it a shot? Is it just a clear? The thing is, people are always so aware of, aiming a lot of the time towards those corner panels to give it a chance at the goal. So it's really a little bit of both. It's a good spot to aim it there if you just intend for it to hit maybe a stack from behind coming in on a pass. It's also a good place to maybe just give it a chance to go in off a shot. So a little bit of both. Either way, first 2 points are going to be in Reboot's favor here as Schlart team tries to recollect. They're trying to go up here 2-0 on the night. Winning out against There Is No Team earlier on. But that said, into the midfield, it will be taken back by B-Love. So B-Love looking for the pass. Gets it over to Boosty, and Boosty needing to be careful, going for a duck move, and now just missing the hands of any recipient. So retaining is Aiden. Aiden sends it through on a nice, very nice clear, in fact. Wove its way around, I think, 3 or 4 different pieces of Geo. As B-Love just the same to work it past the waiting hands of the defense in the mid lane. So back to the midfield, it will be Boosty coming in with a disc. Waiting for his teammates to join him here on offense. And now B-Love looking for the pass up above to Dipman. Dipman off the backboard. And that is a really nice shot. Good touch as he faded up high for the 4th point. So what's you up to, chat? Keep me company. I see a lot of you in there, but a lot of you just watching. Well, just listening to me suffer. I do see a couple of the OCE boys in there who were super active on the streams the other day, as Aiden gets a nice play for 2. In fact, it kind of surprised me. I mentioned that on the stream a couple days ago. There were only like 16 players or so, or 16 viewers watching in the OCE game a night or 2 ago, and yet the chat was the most active I think I've seen it be like all week. It was pretty crazy. Over here on this launch out, though, Boosty seeing if they can get something going. Nope, it's going to be an interception, but we're right back again to Dipman. So over now to the tunnel, taken back here by Aiden. And now Green Pigeon looking for a shot, maybe bouncing it a bit tough on that. Oscador asking, what is the upward, Pally? What is that question? I don't understand. Is that like a yoga move? Over here, though, Aiden with a clear into the pockets. Couple players there. Boosty with a disc now, trying to work it out. Now Delusion going to the bottom pass, but going to be dove upon by that Green Pigeon. Pigeon now getting a clear, bouncing it through, but nope, it's B-Love there with a catch. So B-Love getting stunned now as 3 different players all pile up here for a Schlart team. Want to be careful about that spacing and spacing out for the nice grab as B-Love rebounding it. And now just a deep shot attempt. It's going to bounce awfully close. Rebounded, taken off by Dipman. Dipman off that backboard and so close to the next attempt. Much closer, much more direct. 6 points now as we do actually get a crash out as well, it seems. So coming in here from Orange team, from Schlart team. Now they lose a player, unfortunately. So with that, timeout activated, I do suppose, as these teams do reset. Swirl saying, sorry, Palidore, we can't keep a connection. I don't understand. We can keep a connection, so we aren't chatting as much. Can't? Or why not? We can connect. We can connect 4. We can Oculus Connect. See PamWow as well. I love how less toxic this chat is compared to our OCE streams. Yeah, I mean, I said your chat was active. I didn't say your chat was friendly. I kid. The other day, at least, you were friendly. Some of you get a little bit wild. If not in the chat, you guys get wild in the games. For anyone who's watched some of the OCE games. And I know for a lot of people, for most people in VRML, those OCE games are extremely late at night. So I don't blame people for not being able to catch those when they're occurring at like midnight and beyond. But they get awfully steezy over there in OCE. And I'm not talking about just Cam Jam. I'm talking about multiple players. I mean, I have never seen so many anchor shots in my life and 360 moves, etc., than I have from OCE in just these first 4 weeks of play. It's been wild. Over here, though, the tap hack. B-Love almost getting it done. That was going to be amazing on that play, but even better on the save. Look at that from Schlart. A work of art. Work of Schlart, trying to work the defense. But back to Reboot and Boosty. Boosty backing it out here to B-Love. So Boosty deep cross, but a little bit too long. That's the thing about those long cross passes is that unless they're coming out really hot, like with a lot of speed, good goalies in the league will be very aware to dive out and just intercept it instead of watching it go by. And that's exactly what happened there, and that's exactly why they happened to get that goal. It's that Green Pigeon swooping in. It's 4 points here for Schlart team, and they're within 2 in this third round. Cosmo, one of the OCE players there, saying games are fun, but if you always play with 300 ping, you have to get creative. You guys do have actual like OCE servers now, don't you? Or are you just talking about like pubs and stuff? So I thought OCE had their own servers. Now, speaking of serving, well, there's a big heavy helping of points for Green Pigeon. Back-to-back now. Scored 4 points in these last, 30 seconds or so now. So great effort from the Schlart team to make this late run and tie it up. See how this one ends. I mean, it can really go either way for sure. But B-Love here, gonna do the B-Love things, which is to say, try and wait for the play to develop here and make something happen. But look at that cutoff nicely from that Green Pigeon. So 3 times in a row from the one with the wings. Let's see if they can make it ring for the goal. And nice, dunked through by that Green Pigeon somehow. This is just like that Tint game earlier, where just in one round, suddenly Pigeon catches some fire. and does everything. I mean, that deep intercept somehow found his way all the way to the front line and got the dunk as well. So Pigeon doing a bit of everything, and now they've got themselves a 2-point lead. Let's see if Reboot now can come back. Now that kind of misplay, unforced error will cause another goal. And that one in from Slow XP. I think Reboot feeling like they need to slow it down because that is a very unfortunate turnover here. Still 2.5 minutes, but definitely those unforced ones especially are going to be all the more punishing. But of course, Reboot, you know, they brought it here to this third round for a reason. These two teams, you know, super competitive. It is still within reach. They just have to be careful here of all this aggression coming in now from Schlart team. So they got control. See if they can make it work. Just another kind of mishandling there. Will be slapped back, but B-Love now trying to stabilize here, find a good pass over to the corner. One more to the nest. Beautiful passing from Reboot and gets the shot. Delusion. 3-point match. Very, very timely. Very, very much needed from Reboot. And they're going to take that into these final 2 minutes to hopefully make it a game. So there we go. And yeah, gotcha, Cosmo. So yeah, talking about just the pub games. Makes sense. Playing with a lot of NA players or EU players and whatnot as B-Love. Ooh, good steal. Let's see. Momentum maybe on the side now. Suddenly, courtesy of B-Love. Nice grab. Nice goal. It's a 1-point game. Still a minute 25 remaining. So right back in it. It was looking a little bit ugly there with about 2.5 minutes left. You know, those back-to-back goals from that green Pigeon. Or was it even a back-to-back-to-back? It might have been. So I thought it was looking a bit ugly, but you know what? Reboot showing exactly that progression. Look at that. They got the disc back again. And now if they can get this through somehow, find the pass, or just find a teammate, they still have an opportunity here to come back and maybe make Schlart team hurt as this clock continues to wind down now. Some very dangerously played offense there will actually result in a turnover. So a clear right through from Dipman. Now, could this be the opportunity? Let's see. No, it will be taken right back by Aiden up high in the ceiling. Going for a clear as well. It will be taken now back by B-Love. B-Love with a deep shot, and B-Love white hot. It's Reboot with the 2-point lead. Here late with 23 seconds remaining. And B-Love leading the comeback as a sub, going sub-0 with ice in the veins. Let's see, 10 seconds, needs to be very quick on the maneuvering here. So this launch out, gonna be right past the waiting arms of Schlart. And with this reception, with this clear, it's out of here. That game is over, and that was out of this world. 13-11, but what a series and what a nice late comeback being had by Reboot. And again, B-Love, especially there, had some huge plays to help that one come along just as much as anyone. Yeah, awesome match. But congrats to Reboot for the win. Schlart team, meanwhile, they'll still be fine. They really impressed tonight against Tint as well as Reboot here. And they're still going to end the night 1-1. So can't be too disappointed about that, I'm sure. Although, obviously, they would have loved the win in both of their matches today. But nonetheless, they impressed for sure. As let me see if I can get there in time. I don't think I can. No, wait. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. Get out of the way, animation. Aha. Lovely. And just for your viewing pleasure, there's the instant replay. I almost missed it. I already missed it before. Those post-game handshakes. Love to see it. I just haven't been able to actually catch it on camera at all this season, in fact. So there we go. That was fun to watch for sure. And now we'll go to the score screen. But yeah, that was fun. That was stellar, in fact. Look at that. 15-13, round 1. So decided by just one goal there. Round 2, 11-7. Decided by just 2 goals, but it still came down to that last minute. And then round 3, 13-11, favoring Reboot, and so was the end of that story. But all very, very closely contested for this full 30-minute match. Love to see it. Love to see it. Neon coming in saying, looks like a good game. Sorry I had to miss it. Well, I'm sorry you missed it too. But luckily, you'll have the VOD to go back to and watch. Now, that being said, I know I said this 1 hour ago, but I mean it this time, in that we actually do have Frostbite versus Spaghetti. I was an hour behind, or yeah, I was an hour off when I said it last time, but this time we do indeed have Frostbite and Spaghetti coming up next in about 17 minutes from now, so that'll be coming up soon. Taking a quick look at the stats here as well before I forget. It's, again, strong effort there from B-Love, 14 points. And again, that especially clutch one, that icy one from that 3-point shot from that pocket area towards that last minute. 14 points, 2 assists, 1 save, 3 steals, 35 stuns. You had Dipman with 6 points, 5 saves, 31 stuns. Delusion, 8 points, 3 assists, 1 save, 3 steals, 29 stuns, so nice and full stat line. And then Boosty with the 7 points, 3 assists, 1 save, 39 stuns. To Schlart team was once more, just like the match versus Tint, a lot of great stat lines there, cohesively as a team. I mean, offense definitely led this time from Green Pigeon and Slow, but I mean, 15 and 14 points respectively, but I mean, look at their teammates here who helped enable that between Aiden and Schlart, who, you know, have some points of their own, but I mean, look at the, you know, the assists coming in from so many players here on Schlart team. Look at the saves as well. I mean, doing a great job. I mean, between these two teams, the possession time equal at 50%. The shots taken essentially equal, the assists essentially equal, the saves equal. I mean, there's a lot of things, you know, to show you how even of a match this actually was, you know, reflecting all across the stat sheet. But definitely a Schlart team, a team to look out for, I think, here, with a very successful debut on stream in week 4. And I can't wait to see more of them. Same with Reboots, who will continue to roll ahead and come through this nice 7-1 record now on the season. So they'll love that. But yes, until next time, which is to say about 15 minutes from now, I desperately need some hot tea or something, or else I'll be struggling on that next stream. So I'm going to try my best. And if there happens to be a lone caster out there somewhere who is saying to themselves, "Hey, Pally, I'm free to help cast this next match with you tonight. I can take a little bit of the voice load off your shoulders." Hint. If not, though, I'll be all right. In any case, gonna peace out for now, so join us again in about 15 minutes. I'm half debating just leaving this stream on, honestly. In fact, I'll probably just do that. I've got 14 minutes. I'll just play a couple of videos or something, and if you don't like it, you can mute it. But either way, join us back here in another 14 minutes from now. And yeah, we'll be back with Spaghetti versus Frostbite next. maybe take the last shot if they can. So here it goes, up high, over to the nest, and you know the rest.
What a save there by .com.
As a pass, he's second, and in a hot second.
Mr. Napro coming away with it, sending it right back. Nice triangular passing and having the opportunity. Mr. Napro coming through.
It didn't take him long to get there. This team is fast.
And they're going to lose it again off that headbutt. And you see how they recover. Absolutely incredible. Able to force Ignite to lose possession and then quickly reorient themselves and retrieve it. And then just Jaywalker sending a rocket.
They're pushing the bubble here, but no, he finds his teammate cutting in and does get saved, though, by Copenhagen. He's able to make that clear.
Yeah, Copen making it happen. As another clear is going to be just taken out, though, by the intercept, but Noah Steele flying through and flying hot on the shot. It's a three-point goal for Copenhagen.
Oh my God! Setting that one in.
Rocket will come away with possession. I didn't even see that happen, so he's going to send it up to the ceiling, and they're going to have that angle, and they're going to have 3 points, so sealable bag, they're going to tie it up.
This is Palidore again with Week 3 Pizza League highlights. 2 games, 12 plays, let's go. Opening us up at number 12, intentional or not, you decide. It's QL Young borrowing the disc from his teammate, but finding the connecting pass to see Jason for the deuce. At number 11, it's Guygasm with a deep dive on disc, but then YouTube taking it right back, and then it's Caption taking it, making it, and going up 3 points for Team Pineapple in the first round. At number 10, it's Sealable Bag picking up the bag right where he left off in last week's top plays with another behind the back no-look fling into goal right as 3 Bacon defenders pounce on him. At number 9, it's Grumpiest Broom with a crafty play, holding onto the back of a Shroom player before launching off and banking the shot in one fluid motion. Rolling into number 8, it's Cam Jam G rolling up the floor with a jump, a stun, a shot, but isolate the save in traffic. Next on the card, it's the 7 of saves as YouTube.com punches Guy out on the windup to deny the shot. YouTube, the player, that is. Well, not the video player, the echo player. Okay, let's move on. At number 6 for Team Bacon, it's Guygasm with the steal off the stack, and then the deep tunnel bounce shot in traffic to score the 3. And Guy actually scored the first 9 consecutive points in this series versus Pineapple. Number 5, Team Shroom looking like they have a 2-on-1 fast break here until Grumpiest Broom comes in with a stun. Now Wolf does recover, takes a shot, but Kung rotating into goal at the last moment for the save. Brawling into number 4, it's Grumpiest Broom with the Fists of Doom. Grumpy actually subbing for Team Sauce in this match and leaving Grumpiest bruises all over the arena, pressuring pass after pass, getting stun after stun, using his head even, and then getting a steal, and finally culminating in a boosted rebound and goal after what was a 40-second flurry. Grumpy finished the series with a ridiculous 17 of his team's 34 points, as well as a game-high 29 stuns. At number 3, it's QL Young quarterbacking from way deep down, taking a bounce near that rad logo for a fittingly rad shot, bringing Team Shroom within 2 points with 3:10 left in the first round. And for the second time in this video, intentional or not, you decide. At number 2, it's Team Pineapple. YouTube with a bounce pass to Isolate, and Isolate on the turnaround fadeaway 3-point shot to put his team up by 6 points with a minute and a half left, which ended up winning the game. At number 1, score is tied up with a few minutes left in what was a low-scoring round between Pineapple and Bacon. First, it's Sealable Bag taking it in on a handful of defenders with a handful of jam, assisted by Caption. And then, 4 seconds into the very next joust, with Boost partner Caption in tow, Sealable Bag steals it and deals it into the goal for 3, ballooning Pineapple's lead by 5 in what was once a tied game only 20 seconds prior. And this was the turning point for Pineapple that gave them the momentum to finish out this round and
15 seconds left. It's 10 seconds now. All we got, and we're down into a gunfight here. Rap's going to chuck a grenade out around the corner. He's going to pop out here. Which way is he going to go? Is he going to go left? Is he going to go right? Will Shenanigans see him? The pre-fire's coming. Rap is going to be popping out, and Shenanigans.
Oh my gosh, not in time. Globe.
Oh, a headshot.
Oh, wow. Oh, Rap's getting aggressive.
Right into the smoke.
Whoa. And the frag
And the other one? I never even
gets
saw
one,
the first round.
goes for two, he gets two, and Emperor don't know what's going on.
Oh, he's gonna find Hailfire here.
Oh, but he has one trained on him. One's looking back. Okay, Rap's able to find Hailfire. Now only 2 members of Ember are remaining here. By the way,
Man,
this is
that's
round
terrifying.
2.
Oh, Bagul is coming downstairs. He wants to kill somebody. He's angry and he wants blood.
He's gonna pick up Sri Lankan.
He's going for the
Franklin has
knife.
no idea.
He's doing it. He's going for the knife.
Oh, come on, come on.
Oh, do it, please. Please do it. Come on. Come on. Oh, do it. He's going to stop it out. He's going for it. He's going for it.
One finds 2. Can he find another? He's got to find Fitz. He finds him.
Goodness.
Ryan's the last one. Milkman doesn't spot him out in time. And
Captain Soda might find Cool Breeze here. Oh, wow, nice play from Cool Breeze, slamming prone, finding the shots underneath. True Baby Bun Nip on the rotation, trying to find Cool Breeze, another pick underneath. Shenanigans coming in here, and he gets the third.
Both find Zach Fontaine. This is going back to Mayhem's side. Brass finds a pick of his own, and Theta will try to go for that refrag, but no, it won't work. Now we're to a 2v2 situation. 4 minutes remaining on the clock. Plenty of time, but Brass is just unstoppable right now. And now it's all up to Theta. Brass.
Oh, Xandria is in there. He's got to deal with 2 people. Oh, he's able to find one. Can he find Dr. Shot? He's able to do it in one swift swoop. Xandria has taken out the middle house.
TNT is at cap. This is very smart plays from Toledo's. They are not going to let this opportunity go to waste, and it's interesting that TNT isn't pressuring this right now.
Just die.
Wow.
A Lionheart can't possibly know Smiles is there. Jamie also not in position. Nobody would have seen Smiles' kill there.
Possible's got to know. Possible here's him coming in.
Jamie's. Maybe.
Smiles is like one-man arming right now. Like he's doing a decent
Wow,
job. Jamie's
Smiles' position. He's going to pick up Jamie as well. In 3, 2, maybe in a second.
He's got
1.5.
There it is. Like what is going on?
So now it's Smiles versus Polisable.
Oh my god.
He's going up inside. He's in there. He finds 4Q. He finds another. Still Team Bravo are down to 1. Rome might cap.
And Lucky is Pat out. He's on the objective.
Stay calm. Finds 1, finds 2. Can he get Will, who's behind, punching in the code? Whoa, Neox. And Woods. Izzy.
Wow.
going ham, finding the double.
Map over to pop out. Green Path manages to find Zach Fontaine somehow. The flash out onto the man, and he's able to find the man as well. This is a great thing for Animal House to taking down the shield, but what I would have done would have been try and push. Oh my goodness, Green finds two with a sweeping shot.
Welcome, everybody, to VRML Echo Arena. Why I decided to straighten my voice by doing that, I don't know. It's been a straining night in terms of the voice. It's been an entertaining night in terms of the matches, though. Been fun. As I almost choke on this fish I was eating. That's right, gotta work in the meals somewhere in between there. I'm trying to learn. Trying to learn to be a healthier, happier Palidore. Which is to say, actually get some meals in before 10 p.m. instead of, yeah, how it usually is. Trying here. But, as I said, I'm excited. This is going to be a fun match, I do predict, between Spaghetti and Frostbite. As you can see, two supremely talented teams sitting there in Master Division. Atop the throne amongst these 160-plus teams that we have at this point. It's going to be fun. See Delusion in the chat there joining after, as well as Dipman joining after that reboot game. Congrats on the win and welcome to the chat. For reference too, if you're curious about the scores and things like that, I saw Dipman ask about the scores. You can go into the VOD, even if we're still live. You can actually go to the videos tab of the channel page, and you can still watch the VOD even while it's still streaming. So the scores will be in there. See Oscador, though, saying, "Hey, boys, I'm finally early." Yeah, I mean, technically, I guess. I mean, more so we're 2 minutes late, but you're early to the start of the match. So here we go. The ready's up, underway. Round 1 about to start. Welcome to the stream. I see Llama Cat as well in there with some pogs or variations of it. And as we get ready on this joust, and I'm realizing what a big mistake it was that I didn't take a drink first, we're going to go off and underway in this first round. So here we go. First joust, hot off of that trail. It's Mozzie from Frostbite, dishing it off to Huzzah, but a very nice play there. Saving it is Isolate. Can never let up on the defensive end, never will, as that one goes dangerously close to the goal, taking it out, and then Grump tapping it out. So Grump, not East Broom. Not East Broom? Oh, no. Anyway, Grump, not East Broom is what I meant to say. Huzzah with the disc over to the other side of the floor. And on the stack here, an exposed goal. If they get there fast enough, it's still exposed. An awfully long time being wasted here, and unfortunately not able to get anything going. So will be slapped out of there now, taken here back by Blenders. Blenders going over to the sidewall, the pocket. Mozzie now with it right back. 3 different players all in the bow tie there for Frostbite, as it will be recovered up high and slung into the inner bubble. And now Oculus Satyr looking for a clear, doesn't get it because Grump is right in the way to stump all of the clear attempts, but nice grab from Al on that one. Slick defense, and the shot even very close, as it's even closer for Oculus Satyr. Wasting no time, saying see you later to all the other defenders near the area. Hello, Mr. Palidore, says Llama Cat. Don't call me Mr. Palidore, that's my dad. But wait, people call me Palidad too. I don't like it. Over here, will be taken back in the midfield by Grump, and dishes it over to Huzzah. Huzzah has the bow tie pass, has some resets available, and they're going to go to it. No, not a problem. Of course, Palace coming in here, not on the roster, but a sub for both of these Frostbite games this week in place of Meatballer. Meatball, it's Meatball now. No Not even sure when that changed. We're seeing a lot of name changes today. At play as a nice play from Mozzie. Through all of the thickets of defenders, still finds the conversion. It's 2 apiece for Spaghetti and Frostbite. I gotta say, voice is actually doing all right. Maybe all I needed was just that 10-minute rest, a quick drink, and a bite of fish. And I'm back in the game. Good thing, too, because we also have one more match between 2 debuting teams this week following this one. That'll be the final one of the night. That said, on that shot, a little bit bold, a little bit ambitious in Grump. He's always vicious inside the goal. Gets the save, gets the clear, nice redirects, and able to get into the bubble here for the one-on-one right after the stun. That was just a smattering of moves. I mean, across the floor, 80 meters, Grumpiest Broom on one end, Grumpiest not Broom on the other end. Grumpiest finding room on every end of the floor here. And it's a 2-point advantage to Frostbite. Llama Cat saying, I'm sorry, Pally. I know, the struggles of a door. And oh my goodness, through that open door, it's Mozzie putting on some more. 7-2. How about that? That was a phenomenal shot. Look at that, fading back. And then fading up on the camera as well. Gotta love that shot. But, yeah, huge hit. And that's 7-2 all of a sudden, favoring Frostbite. Al being stunned out. Green Pigeon saying, Pally, Dad. Oh, no. You're going to make me Pally mad. Just kidding. Sort of. I don't know. It's awkward. It's weird. Not sure how to feel about that meme. But I feel some way about it. I guess it's better being memed than not, right? As a very nice shot goes from Mozzie. Surprised that he squeezed that through. I mean, great placement for sure, but wow, I'm surprised that even went in, or that was attempted for that matter. So big hit from Mozzie. Had to kind of force it and got it through somehow. Quotai as well, stopping by. Welcome, welcome. GG's earlier as well. As Oculus Satyr with a jump over and leaving Mozzie kind of stuck in the dust, so trying to find a little bit of momentum, but for the side of Spaghetti, if they can capitalize, never mind, because it's a steal from Palace over there in the tunnel.
Let it go.
Now that's going to go. And it's going to be a 3. Mozzie off the recovery. 13-2, favoring Frostbite. See, it's game dash as well in the game, so I take it game as in Joker game dash, yes? Or maybe you're just Dash XL, now also known as Dash Dash or whatever. I don't even know anymore. Why are you guys changing your names so much? You really confuse me. Anyways, Blender here with the pass over to Isolate. Isolate from up high. The defense trying to retreat into the bubble. 3 different players, and all to take is 1. It's Grumpiest Broom, not Broom, with the defensive stop. But over here to Oculus Satyr, trying to work it down to the pass. 2 goalies diving, and none surviving. It's Ow. Got the power. I see. No, perfect. S1. Slow XP though in the game. Yes. How do you say your name? I'm correct. It's Slow XP, or is it Slox? Sloxp. Because I was tripping up over that, and I want to make sure I'm correct. All right. So on here, the stuns coming through. You can hear them coming up in bunches as that disc gets just slung to the opposite side. Slow XP. Great. Wonderful. I'm glad I got that one right. If Jada Baker happens to be in the chat there somewhere, you can reconfirm to me that I'm also pronouncing your name right. That would be great. Over here, the Blenders. Whoa, the open window. So a miscommunication on the defensive coverage, just leaving that goal exposed enough for Blenders to get the shot right off the backboard. That's a nice hit, nice touch. Bringing it back here. Still 13-7 lead for Frostbite, so they're not going to be overly worried, but you still don't want to surrender too much momentum. Green Pigeon saying it's pronounced God XP. Well, golly gee. I see. As right now, maybe a breakaway 3. No. Shame. Couldn't complete the rhyme, but nonetheless getting back here in time, and right back to Isolate and looking for a clear. Gets it through. A lot of players on the quick stack. No regrabs, but maybe don't even need it. There's a Palace with a disc. I should say Mozzie, sorry. And Mozzie going for the bounce shot will just reach Isolate there in the deep back line. Isolate now going to be contested by a couple players over their outstretched arms, going to be sent careening into the other side of the floor, where once more some ping pong will unfold. And just trying to cut off the lanes. You can see there, Isolate making sure no other boop shot attempt tries to go in. However, the stuns, they will go out. And now trying to make a play on this disc in a hurry is Frostbite. But right back, and another 3-point shot, Oculus Satyr. So all of a sudden, Spaghetti holding steady, and they're just absolutely coming back with a full bite. Delicious, nutritious, but just the same, super vicious. And it's right back within reach of Spaghetti. 2:20 remaining, and this has turned into quite the exciting game in this first round already. So here we go. Palace with that disc, and now Huzzah as well. Getting it over now on that pass, crossing it over just below the goal. A lot of defenders in the way, but going there for the recovery. But it's Isolate, not too late. And a very great save sent through the midfield. On the recovery once again, look at all the speed from both teams. Everyone involved just speeding across the floor in no time at all. Oculus trying to find the space. Oh, and just broke the ankles. And now breaking the goal. Oh, no, Palace. It went off, I believe, his head. That happened so quick. I'm not even sure, but let's see. Let's see if I could even see it from my end. Oh, that is so tough. So there was a great save there, but it looked like it just bounced off the head. Man, oh man, it's a 1-point match. And just about one of those situations, rains it pours, right? I mean, that is so unlikely, and yet it happened. So right there, oh, a good save from Isolate. What a match this has turned into in this first round. Palace now going high with a bounce and trying to find the goal again, but look at that, getting trounced by the defense and not letting anything through. The momentum shift has been incredible here in the favor of Spaghetti. Some of it luck on one side over here, but now, no doubt, just skill on the other on that defensive stoppage. I mean, it started a couple of minutes ago, and Spaghetti is not let up. Look at that, another interception here, just trying to get it through. There's these stacks as well. I mean, 47 seconds left, and this is dangerous territory here for Frostbite. They need to stop the wound, to close off all this bleeding. And another shot just might do it for Spaghetti. They're just trying to continue that momentum. They have a chance to, against all likelihood, maybe take a win here. If they can just get back. I mean, it is just hot all over the floor right now. These teams are just blazing by. And you can see that scrambling starting to unfold. I mean, both these teams well aware of the situation at play here. With time running down, Isolate, not a lot of time. Oh, being stolen out there by Blenders, and that will actually get through. So with this boost coming in, they need to grab that disc in a hurry, but all the overshoot just denying. Now that, had that overshoot not occurred, why did I say that so weird? Had that overshoot not occurred, that would have been such a dangerous thing for a Frostbite. That absolutely was in Spaghetti's hands to win it, and they just could not at the last second. So a very, very admirable effort and almost comeback being shown, but not meant to be for Spaghetti. So round 2 instead. It's going to have to just come down to that and see if they can fight back and just not be affected by this narrow loss. I know for the side of Frostbite, they're going to be counting their lucky stars because it got out of hand very, very quickly there in the latter half of that round. So as I direct you over to the stat screen, I'm going to go have a sip of my non-sponsored beverage of choice and take a bite of some food because I'm a pro. But take a look at those highlights and enjoy for the next 30 seconds.
Starting in 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Alrighty, let's go for the second round joust. Here goes one out by the headbutt play. Going to bounce to and fro and away all these teams go. Will be set out into the back line right through the mid. There's the immediate grabs. You can see 3 different stacks just zooming across the floor. But Blender's there looming in the distance in the background, going for a nice stun. Very bold move, but won't pay off the second time. Palace there looking for that grab there with Mozzie. Some incredible mobility you're seeing from everyone on both of these teams. Now just beyond the reach of Huzzah, but will reach down and drop it in. There's the deuce. And there's a quick start. Fast and frantic as it was to end that last minute or two of round 1. Looking like, yeah, that pedal is still being pressed. And let's see how Spaghetti answers now. All right, so pro gamer Pally, what did I do? not a pro gamer, not anymore. Not since the good old days of Eclipse. But over here, we'll be Isolate with the disc and having it lost here to Palace. Palace going clear on through that center. Going to bounce around a few times. Palace is in the area for maybe a recovery. The goal is exposed briefly. That open window closing now and being surrendered here to Blenders, but needs to be very, very careful holding on to that Palace anchor for too long. Now on the other side, it's going to be captured by Grump here, passing it off to Huzzah. Huzzah dodging through Oculusator's hands and finding the deep corner pass as well. So corner to corner are these passes from Frostbite just coming in with some very nice accuracy. Trying to evade all that defense, kind of pressuring out there in the midfield. And doing a very good job of it. So lovely defense being played from Spaghetti, but also very nice offense from Frostbite. That said, is it going to turn into offense for Spaghetti? It will. It's Oculusator. 16 meters a second, 10 meters out. 1 point advantage over Frostbite as Frostbite goes here on the joust. All right, so Grump immediately getting rid of that, and he had to because of that stat coming in. There's that launch out very, very efficiently. Look at the passing play here, and now the patient play, and it is on the way in for the goal. 1 point advantage right back.
Patient.
Exactly. Someone in open comms there saying patience, and that it was. I mean, not only halting the momentum on the potential shot, halting the casting there. I thought that was a guaranteed just dive into the goal, but no, held on to it for an extra beat or two in order to beat the defense. over the head with the 2 points. So very nice job from them as Oculusator rolling out here to the station. Now station being closed a bit, but Isolate may be in position to grab it back. Let's see. Nice tap pass being sent to Ao, ducking through, ducking twice, but getting stunned and no dice on that offensive attempt. A little bit too ambitious, and into the back line it goes. Overshooting on that play. That first grab will be a retrieval by Isolate and Spaghetti instead. Blender is maintaining control, looking for another difficult shot into the goal, and will just be intercepted instead as it does get sent into the orange zone. Another very ambitious shot. So, yeah, that's right. Ambition aplenty. But these teams making it their mission to just win out and trying to capitalize on all that hot pace we saw from that first round. That shot almost in, going to be snagged out of there by Grump. I'm really not sure who has the advantage at this point because, again, you would think Spaghetti, those final few minutes, it was so in their favor, yet they couldn't complete the win. Going in now for a very slow founded pass.
Every single one of you are garbage.
Thinking emoji. But Oculusator will make the shot there with a 1-point lead as we hear some very grumpy comms coming through. But nonetheless, trying to take out the trash will be Grumpy and co. At the moment, Spaghetti looking really, really vicious and looking very, very good on the offense. So, Palace with a disc, and now over to Mozzie. Mozzie eyeing the goal, now going for maybe could it be? It's a 3! Look at the defense running the interference and coming right back with a 7-5 bite back. Biting a little bit into that Spaghetti. And running wild for those points. That was, you can kind of see Mozzie bringing it up that floor by that Pac-Man, eyeing it all along the way, thinking, okay, is Mozzie going to shoot it? Gonna shoot it? Looks like it. And then once that defense was knocked out of balance thanks to the defender there the offender there trying to run interference. I'm not sure who that was exactly. But once that window was open and that anchor was lost, that shot was out. And it was in. It was good. Over here, is it gonna be good again? It's Mozzie! Twice! And Mozzie just going ham for Frostbite. What? All of a sudden, like it was nothing. 6 quick points. And there was defense in the area twice, both on those plays, but just unable to wrangle the disc. So that is just a big, quick succession of offensive hits in no time at all. At the moment now, it's going to be Al looking for a pass a bit too strong, but will reach him on the bounce. So Blenders now needing to come back with their own scores here, not let them get any more off. But look at that, cut off nicely. Was Palace on the defense. Palace with a shield. Palace with a clear. Palace with a boost. And Palace getting left behind, but Huzzah going to find the disc, find the goal. It's 12-5. And Frostbite, they've just come alive all of a sudden. Maybe all they need was a little bit of grump thrown in. And next thing you know, 3 goals in a row. That is indeed insanity. Can verify, chat. Can verify. Big momentum shift, without a doubt. Oculusator here, grabbing the disc and going to just eye the offensive player. Blenders there for the nice pass. The defense not really pressing too hard, but off of some unfortunate bounces, now maybe making it tougher on Spaghetti to get the offense going. So it will be a turnover going the favor now of Frostbite. Frostbite with a favorable joust, but the overshoot, always dangerous. They're going to still shoot the shot, but not getting it through. Ow. Then great save. And now Huzzah kind of left behind as into the front line. Some more boost coming through. Spaghetti there first. Clever maneuvering, a nice bounce, but there is some defense in the way. There's Palace with a dive and the clear. Now pass rather is going to be deep, and it will just miss, but rebounded. Swung on in by Mozzie. Took an extra second or two, but they got the deuce. And 14-6 on the score sheet. So off of this joust now, 2:37 left. Spaghetti was looking good, but Frostbite now starting to look a bit better. They just have that momentum going in their favor. And you definitely know it's at the moment where, being juked again. Ankle breakage, but the take here actually right back for Blenders. So Blenders going to work it through, trying to look for the options. There's a defense encroaching, but a nice cross and over the shoulder Look at it go. It's a beautiful shot from Al. Just a very nice floor awareness. Being able to grab that and know that, you know, I don't even have time to turn around. There's going to be a goalie on my face in a second with a punch, so I'm just going to fling it. And it worked. It worked wonders. Palace here trying to work it through that defense, but Oculus Satyr grabbing it back. So needs to be careful from behind, being caught off guard, it looks like, by Mozzie. Mozzie reaching for it on that slap. Going to, fling it down, but look, cut off as well from all that defense from Spaghetti. So going for a little bit behind the back steez. We saw one of those plays from Zero, from Orbit. Not Orbit, from Zenith. What was that? What game was that? Was it Kang? Joker. They all mixed together. We saw a nice play like that. It was against Kang last week or earlier in the week, where that behind-the-back fling went out. And it was pretty fun to watch on that play. And yeah, love to see it. Of course, at the moment, with 1 minute left, I mean, it's pretty much in rush mode, panic mode, I dare say, for Spaghetti. It's unfortunate because you got to imagine in that first round, I mean, it really looked like Spaghetti was about to win them that match. They had so much momentum as Huzzah snatches it out. But just being able to hang on long enough was Frostbite. And then carrying that right over into this round, and they didn't want the round 3. Frostbite said, hey, we want a sweep. And a sweep is what they're going for here. They might be missing a broom, but they still got the handles. It's Huzzah. And continuing to unravel the defense. 16-7 now. And it will be the victory for Frostbite. Very, very well played indeed, as Pam Wow says there in the Twitch chat. And good games coming through from Game, from Whoosh, from all the above. And yeah, that was a fun game just in terms of the pace. That was one of the faster paced games I think I've seen in a good while. And that's saying something as Mozzie dunks it in one more time. And I'm just going to mute the comms just because I feel like it. But 18-7 here. But yeah, it was a fast pace, and maybe the fastest pace I've seen tonight, which is saying something considering where we saw Anomaly play earlier in the night. Definitely saying something. But yeah, the stacks that we were seeing from Spaghetti and Frostbite here were just blazing, without a doubt. Without a doubt. But with that win there in the second round, that will complete the sweep. 18-7. And just, yeah, big scoring efforts here from Mozzie. Suffice to say, my goodness, that is a big scoring total here. I mean, 21. Not only scoring, look at that stat line from Mozzie. That's actually ridiculous. 21 points, 2 assists, 3 saves, 2 steals, 18 stuns, everything. I mean, that's a full effort there on every end of the floor. Palace coming in as a sub to the success here of Frostbite all week, and that's a 4 assists and just very good job, melding into that team chemistry and finding the hot hands, obviously, for Palace. So good job from him. And Huzzah, 8 points, and the 1 assist, 1 save, 1 steal, 28 stuns. And Grump with 2 points, 1 assist, 6 nice saves, and 12 stuns, and 1 mean comment. Full stat sheet for Grump. Over on on Spaghetti's end. Shout out Meatball, though. Don't sue me. It was 10 points for Oculus Satyr. Continuing again, nothing surprising there. With the points, the assists, the save, and 20 stuns. Always strong. For Al, it was 4 points, 1 assist, 1 save, 1 steal, 15 stuns. For Isolate, 5 saves, and a lot of great ones at that, along with 1 steal, 7 stuns. Then Blenders, 3 points, 2 assists, 3 saves, 1 steal, 24 stuns. And with that, someone's telling me to check memes. I'm not sure that I want to. I mean, I will, but I feel like I got to prepare myself. What I do got to prepare for, though, is the fact that we've got one more match following here, and it will be between 2 debuting teams. Probably just keep it on this channel because why not? That's been a very long stream. Let's say 2 hours and 36 minutes of uptime here on this particular stream. So we're going to finish out with one more match. Will be between 2 debuting teams in Gravity Panthers and the Cynicist. Now that's going to be hard to say really, really fast, but I'll try. All right. So just join me around the corner. We'll be back in the next few minutes. Oh, hi. How kind of you guys to wait around. So, as you might have noted in the chat, actually, you saw, yeah, you said it right there. The word is no teams are showing up. Well, that's a disappointment. Although, that said, it'll happen sometimes. I know both these teams are new, so, you know, things happen. I'm not sure what the situation is in there. We've got a lot of good games on stream, so, you know, with that, I might just, I suppose, peace out after a minute or two. But yeah, it was, not seeing invites yet. Not hearing too much communication, which is not good when you're 1 minute past start time. So, considering this might be the end of the stream, I did go and check the meme channel, by the way. Why did you make me look at that? That was not worth it at all. I don't know how to feel. What's wrong with you? Palidore. That's yeah. Okay, it was kind of worth it. It was kind of worth it, I guess. CG in the chat saying I'm frenzy. Cynicists are not getting on. Well, man, they're gonna turn us very cynical, aren't they? Aren't they? Highly unfortunate. But I guess that will indeed, perhaps, conclude this stream after 2 hours and 40 minutes. And somehow retained my sanity for most of it. So hey. Alright, well, as Inky says in there, with players apparently splitting off from that team, I guess it's just not meant to be. So, normally I don't roll the credits from this particular screen, but I guess we will be. So in that case, do appreciate everyone for stopping by. It's been fun, been a lot of good matches today, so if you're tuning in here towards the end, definitely worth checking out the rest of the matches here in this VOD. I think there was, what, maybe 4 of them, 5 of them? I'm not sure. There was a lot of matches, though, tonight, and a lot of ones worth watching. Some very, very good 3-round series in there, and I don't think we had an overtime today. We might have in the afternoon. I'm trying to remember now. Either way, there have been a lot of good matches. It's been fun. Of course, I want to shout out our sponsors and ProTube VR, VR Cover, Rebuff Reality, Fixed Gaming, and VRware. Our league moderators, shout out to Wit, Nada, Sneaky Evil, Princess, Alacost, Gilligan, Echo Zero, and Daniel McFabulous. And do not forget, we've got Oculus venues starting tomorrow. Okay, not starting, but continuing tomorrow. We have a few great matches lined up for you. That'll be super fun to watch. Starting at 12 p.m. That's noontime Pacific. 3 p.m. Eastern Time or 7 UTC. And we'll be having Ignite versus Ice. And Ice, we saw them a little earlier today. We have Spaghetti versus Illuminati. And Spaghetti, of course, we just saw just now. And Illuminati had those great matches last week that were fun to watch. And we have Smash Dash versus Alpha. So 2 talented teams over there in Europe as well. So tune into that tomorrow. It'll be mighty, mighty fun. And yes, just stay tuned for all that. Again, be sure to share that on social media, retweet all that other stuff. I know everyone always says that with everything when they're trying to, you know, encourage viewers, but I'm telling you it does really matter, like all the interaction and all the viewership. So if you like those opportunities and you want to see more of them, want to be a part of them in the future, you know, rally around that. Like, share, comment, etc. And most importantly, just show up. Show up, watch, have fun. It's a great opportunity. Oculus venues, so happy to be part of that. Be sure to tune in for that in the morning / afternoon. But all right, I think that'll do it for me. I've been Palidore. You guys have been of great Twitch chats. It's been fun. Until next time, be happy and healthy and safe. And as always, be good to each other, pretty please. And we'll see you again pretty soon.